Preseason is officially over, which means teams have to cut their roster from 90-man or 90 men to 53-man roster. Lots of cuts are going to come, well, basically today and tomorrow. We've already seen a plethora of them. I mean, there has been a bunch of cuts. Last year and the years before this, it was after every preseason game they'd cut a couple people here and there. This year they moved the roster cut down to basically one date. Every NFL team has until 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, I do believe, to get their roster from 90 to 53. So what have the Vikings done so far today? Well, there was quite a bit. Most of these names I kind of assumed were going to get cut and released. So let's take a look at what has happened. First and foremost, here we have what happened today, and then we'll get to the list of the full, basically what has happened so far. How many people have actually been cut? There's been quite a few, all right? So right here, Jordan Ta'amu obviously wasn't going to make the team. Jaren Hall is liked by the coaches, so he's going to be our third-string quarterback. Kalen Barnes, C.J. Colden Jr., Abram Smith, which was a little bit of a surprise. I'm assuming he might end up on the practice squad. He came over from the XFL. He played pretty good football over in the XFL. However, this is the NFL. Okay, this is the men's league. This ain't no, G League and stuff like that. But I still do think there's a spot for him on the practice squad, or we'll see what happens later on in the season. We'll see. You never know. Jamison Houston, he's gone. Colin Thompson, we already have a lot of tight ends in that group. TJ Hawkinson, Josh Oliver lead that tight end room. I'm excited to see what those two have in place for us this year. Nick Muse, he performed exceptionally well this preseason, so he's going to make the team, obviously. Wilson Huber, Josh Sokol, guard. Christian Delario, when we signed him, I originally said, look, he's probably not going to make the team. If at best, he's probably going to make the practice squad. However, we released him, or at least waived him. That means teams have until a certain day to sign these guys. That's the difference between cut and waived. Waived, teams can go out there and pick and choose who they want and fill out their roster, fill out their 53-man roster, or fill out their practice squad and stuff like that. So Christian Delario is gone. Calvin Avery is also gone. Jared Williams, tackle, he's gone. Garrett Magg, wide receiver, he's gone. We have we have a massive wide receiver room. So a lot of wide receivers are going to get cut either today or tomorrow. Also, trades will be taking place because this is the perfect time to do so. I think there's a final date for the trades to get done, if I'm correct. I'm not sure when the day is. It could be tomorrow at 4 p.m. I'd have to double check for you. Waived/injured. Tay Gowan, cornerback. This one was an interesting one. Obviously, he's injured, so that it doesn't help his case, but he could end up on that practice squad and see maybe some time later on the season pending injuries and stuff like that. Contract terminate, we have two of them. Jake Gervais, safety. We talked about him not too long ago. And then Tanner Vallejo. I believe both of these guys were signed at the exact same time. Now, Tanner, he's a special teams guy. He's also a linebacker. The only place I actually seen him making the team was on that special teams roster, but there's a chance he could make the practice squad. But I also do believe this guy is going to find a different team and make a practice squad, or even make a 53-man. That's kind of a shot in the dark. But so far, that is what happened, or has happened today for the Minnesota Vikings. Now we look at the total of what the Minnesota Vikings have done. How many have we cut and stuff like that. Here's the entire list of the released/cut/waived/contract terminate, stuff like that. We already heard about N'Keal Harry. We talked about those guys. Calvin Avery. Jamison Houston, yeah, we've talked about basically all these guys. The only ones we really didn't talk about too much was Jackie Chen. He got cut not too long ago, or released. William Kwenku, I think he's injured. That's why there's an I there, so that's why we had to get rid of him. Chim Okafor, he's gone. Jack Pilesny, we knew that was going to happen. Obviously, we signed Greg the Leg Joseph to that 2-year contract, so he's going to be our kicker moving forward. We just wanted to give Jack, some competition and see what he actually has in store. You never know, right? You never know. Also, Curtis Weaver, linebacker, he has been cut. So this is the entire list of what has happened so far for our Minnesota Vikings, how many people we've cut and released. I think this list is only like 20-some, maybe 30 at the most. If I count it correctly, I think it's in the 20s. Whatever. You get it. There's still a lot more cuts to happen. That'll happen the rest of the day today. We'll try to keep you updated with those. And then tomorrow, like I said, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all cuts have to be finalized. All teams have to come from 90 to a 53-man roster. So you guys can let me know about what you guys think about this in the comments. Were there some names that surprised you that got cut? Also, drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much appreciated. Have a great rest of your night, folks, and Skol Vikes.